load is simply A times FCD, and this gives us that 550 kilonewton factored. This is the factored load. Table is very familiar to you. Why you use this table? Simply to classify your section, whether it is plastic or compact or semi-compact, because your mission is always ensure that your section is not slender. Right? Let's start at the very first. What is local buckling? So from the name, it is clear that it happens locally. All right. And what is this? It is actually one type of wrinkles, and these wrinkles are a wave type deformation that normally occurs under compression. So compression is the predominant force, and this happens in web plate, cover plate, or outstanding leg. So what is meaning by outstanding leg? So if we consider an angle like this, which is bolted here, so outstanding leg is this distance, right? Or if we talk about the I section or wide flange section, so here if we talk about the outstanding, this is the outstanding. So basically the part of the member which is not supported, which is overhanging or something else, right? So once this wave type deformation or wrinkles type deformation happened to this location, simply what happens? This part become ineffective. So local buckling leads to local ineffectiveness and finally the failure or reduction in the capacity of the section. At the end of this video, we will discuss how this local buckling affect the compressive load carrying capacity of a column, right? So now understand what is critical stress, right? So I'm not going into the derivation of this formula. If you are familiar, then critical stress for any plate. Why we are taking the plate? Because here you have seen that this phenomena is simply wave formation or wrinkle deformation in wave plate, cover plate, or outstanding leg. That is why we are taking the formula for critical stress here. So what is this? This is the formula, right? And mu is the Poisson's ratio. All parameters are known to you. Most important is here in this parameter, you can see that b by t, right? And k is a coefficient. So k, this coefficient actually is a function of support condition, loading condition, and aspect ratio, right? And k will attain a minimum value. So here we can consider that FCR is basically a function of b by t ratio, right? So we have already understood that once local buckling happens, the column section fails. So our mission will be always that the plate section strength is always higher or equal to the main column section, because we want that our column fails fast or buckle fast before buckling it locally, right? So for that, what we can do, we can simply play with this b by t ratio. That is the, it is the only option we have, right? So now let's see how the Codal provisions has been made based on this simple concept. That means to manipulate this critical stress, we will play with this b by t ratio. First start with the IS table, right? So in IS 800 there is table 2, and you can see here this is familiar to you, right? So this table is very familiar to you. Why you use this table? Simply to classify your section, whether it is plastic or compact or semi compact, because your mission is always ensure that your section is not slender, right? Once it becomes cylinder, what will happen? The local buckling will happen. That is why you restrict this b by tf approximately 16, right? So what is b? We have just discussed. This is b and this is thickness of flange. Not only that, you have to also play with the d by tw, where it is maximum restricted to, yes, sorry, this is d by tw, it is 126, and here this is the d, this is the tw, right? Not only that, in AISC also, here you can see in AISC also, if you go through the commentary chapter before, it is clearly mentioned there how this width to thickness ratio is controlling the section, right? Classification of the section. And that is why here you can see that K, we have just discussed that K attains a minimum value, and it is clearly mentioned here that for different support condition, right? So go back, and here you can see we have discussed about K. It was a function of support condition, loading condition, and aspect ratio, and eventually it attains a minimum value, and the AISC has discussed the same thing. Here you can see that based on the support condition, Kc may be 0.76. For fully fixed condition, it is that if you have zero restraint, in that case Kc is 0.42. So whatever may be the formula for K, we are not bothered about it. But what it has done, that it has restricted H by Tw as 5.7. So there are other provisions also. I'm not going into that. My mission is just to make sure that you understood why these parameters has been defined. What is the basic of that, right? So this is how we restrict simply B by T or D by TW to make sure that our section doesn't fail locally, right? We always want that if it is a column section, first it should fail before failing locally. It should fail globally, like it may buckle, okay? So now it's time for a workout example. So basically, what is the mission? We will try to understand how a section, right? So this is a built-up section. These are plate welded, and what are the dimension? So let's say this is 250, and the thickness 6 mm plate, and this depth is let's say 375, and we will try to find out whether it can contribute wholly, right? Or there will be some local buckling and the strength will be reduced. This is our mission. So let's start at the very first. By the way, you can do this exercise as per AISC also, because the ratios only differ. But here we will use IS 800. So the limiting conditions are very simple. B by TF. Here the limiting condition is 16. In this case, what was the limiting value? It was 126, and here maybe let's say 200. These are the difference, right? So let's work out as for IS 800. So these are the limiting condition. So based on that, what is the maximum B we can use here? So this is the B. So 16 times TF, so 96, right? So here we can use only this one, 96. This side, here is also 96. So this particular portion become ineffective, right? They will not participate in load carrying capacity. Now let's check whether the full wave is participating or not. So maximum allowable D is 126 into 6. So it is coming as how much? 36, 15. Yes, right? So I think it is enough. So the complete wave is participating in load carrying, right? So next step is we have to find out the what radius of gyration about this minor axis or YY, and effective length, let's say this is 3.5 meter effective length. So once we find out this one, we will find out the slenderness ratio, and based on slenderness ratio and strength, that is 250 in this case, we will find out the FCD. And once FCD is find out, then of course here to find out FCD you have to know buckling class. What is the buckling class here? Yes, the buckling class is always C for built up section, right? About the minor axis. So now you have find out FCD and effective area. Just deduct this area, you will get the effective area. So once you multiply that, then the allowable load will be available to you. Simple, right? So let's work out. So our B by TF allowable is 16. So B is coming as how much? Yes, B is coming as 16 into 6, right? So total width here is coming as 16 into 6 into 2, and full depth here dy tw is 126. So we will use complete depth, that is 375. So first find out I, moment of inertia, about this minor axis, and it is coming as 375 into 6 cube by 12, plus here it is coming as 16 into 6 into 2 cube, b is 6 by 12, and we have two flange, right, this one and this one, that is why 2. So you will get 708 into 10 to the power 4. What is the effective area? Two flange area, 16, 6 into 2, right, and complete wave depth, so 4554. So to get RYY, what we have to do? I by A, and you will get 39, right? And what is the L by R now? So 3500, 39. So it is approximately coming as 90. So for slenderness ratio 90, buckling class C, and strength 250, we will get FCD, as you can check in the table also, 121 MPa. So this is known to us. A is also known to us. So now load is simply A times FCD, and this gives us that 550 kilonewton factored. This is the factored load, right? So you can apply maximum this amount of load, working load. So thanks for watching. If you love this video, don't forget to give it a like.